Gauteng police are still on the lookout for the chemical truck that was hijacked in Heidelberg, and Jill Scott pulls out of the Cape Town Jazz Festival. I'm Makalan Gift Mpukane with your latest news. Gauteng police are still trying to track down a truck that was hijacked near Heidelberg on an N3 yesterday. They are concerned that the mining chemical that the truck is carrying may be sold as coffee to unsuspecting consumers. Frans van Heesthuizen of Betacam says the driver was held at gunpoint by 4 men and forced out of the vehicle. He says the main concern now is the safety of the public, as the chemical resembles coffee and it smells like coffee. It's BG22JVGP. The number again is BG22JVGP.
It's got the appearance of coffee powder, and it more or less has the smell of coffee powder. So we sit with this problem. The stuff can appear as coffee powder to an individual. It's not specifically marked as mining chemicals. The hijackers got away with 30,000 kilograms of this stuff. This can pose a serious health threat if people think it's coffee.
In Limpopo police have opened a capable homicide case against the driver of a speeding vehicle that killed 7 pedestrians in Chididzi outside Thohoyandou last night. Police spokesperson Mbunzeni Chubase says the vehicle lost control and went straight to the pedestrians. Chubase says the driver who was injured is under street guard in a hospital.
The driver lost control and knocked 7 pedestrians who died immediately. The driver and the other 2 passengers were injured and were taken to Donald Fraser Hospital. Presently, a 12-year passenger was transferred from Donald Fraser Hospital to Provincial Hospital. The driver is being guarded by the police at Donald Fraser Hospital.
In Johannesburg, an 85-year-old woman has been killed after a fire gutted her home in the North Riding north of Johannesburg. It is unclear what caused the blaze. Netcare 911 Jeffrey Weeks says that when they arrived at the scene, the house was already up in flames.
Firefighters entered the burning building and managed to pull an unconscious 85-year-old woman from it. Medics thereafter took over care of her. She was in a critical condition, having sustained severe smoke inhalation. Despite the best efforts of medics to revive her, she was declared dead at the scene.
In Cape Town, the 35th edition of Cape Angus Pick and Pay Cycle Tour has been won by Reinhard Janse van Rensburg of Team MTN Qhubeka. The racer started at the Cape Town City Centre just after 6 this morning and had no problem with the heavy wind as it was in 2009. 35,000 cyclists are competing at this year's cycle tour around the peninsula and could be facing heat of 30 degrees later today. The race is the world's biggest time cycle race and is a big attraction on Cape Town calendar. International artist, poet, actress and singer Jill Scott will no longer be performing at this year's Cape Town International Jazz Festival. Scott has accepted a movie role which begins filming at the end of this month. The 13th annual Jazz Festival will take place on the 30th and 31st of this month, known as the Greatest Gathering. The festival draws thousands of jazz lovers annually. Festival director Rashid Lombard has apologized for any inconvenience caused by Scott's absence.
Obviously, we are very disappointed, but the show goes on. The fact that there are more than 40 artists and it's not a concert on its own makes it a bit easier for us. We are looking at another artist to replace her, and I know that in terms of our current program with all the other big headliners, the show is going to be great once again.